Hello, I'm Thomas Ryan of the Lean Farmer, and welcome to another exciting video. I've got two awesome improvements to share with you today. The first deals with, we've had a lot of little critters on our farm over the years, but the smallest critter that we've ever got is the most exciting. And we just got them. We just got our bees, so I'm a huge fan of the flow hive. Beekeeping is got a lot of waste in it. And traditional hives, there is a ton of work that goes into harvesting the honey. And with the flow hive, it's a lot easier. You literally just turn a crank and the honey flows out. So I'm looking forward to a year from now when we can get some honey out of our hive. But we were able to get our bees. I have a friend of mine. His name is Kevin Tolley. He's kind of a local bee expert. He catches swarms. He goes, into people's houses or under their porches, and if they've got a nest in there, he can go in and remove it. And then he also sells nukes or nucleuses for starter hives. So I got my hive from him. He came, he showed up, he helped me set up the hive. He got all the nukes in there for me, the frames in there for me, and he really just got me set up really good. He did an awesome job, and I'm super excited about what we're gonna be able to do with our flow hive. The second improvement is, if you have a hive, I'm new to this, but I know if you have a hive, you have to go in and you have to inspect your hive periodically to make sure that there's no issues in there, see how the bees are performing, are they filling out the frames like they need to. But I'm also a big fan of just not messing with nature too much and trying to be, not invasive, or at least the minimal amount that I can be. So I came up with this idea. I was trying to figure out, I can certainly put on the beekeeper suit and come out here and, take this whole hive apart and pull out each of the frames and look and see how they're doing. And at some point I got to do that, but is there a way that I could do that without having to destroy the hive each time I go to do that? So I came up with this crazy idea. I was going to use a Borescope to check my flow hive. So check this out. So I went on Amazon and I got a bore probe. It charges and then it wirelessly connects to your phone through Wi-Fi. It has a semi-rigid cable, so you can bend it to the shape that you need. The bore probe itself is just a little bit larger than 1/8 of an inch. It has a ring of lights around the outside of the bore probe, and then it has a camera in the center. So let's see how this thing does. So I had a great setup here. I was looking on the left-hand side of the beehive. That's where I wanted to see if they'd started making, comb. And you can see that they have there in the top left of the right-hand side of the screen. And what was awesome is you could slide the Borescope up in there. I had my camera or my cell phone that had the camera app on it right down there to my left. And so you could get a good idea of what's going on inside the hive without really disturbing anything. And I was looking for all sorts of things, whether they had any, invading critters, if you will, that could harm them. And the camera did a really good job of letting me see everything that was going on inside. So there was another great improvement. I love that improvement, being able to peek in there without having to mess anything up. And then I've already come up with several ideas of how I can make that a little bit better and make the inspection technique better. So I'm looking forward to making those improvements and trying that in the future. No matter what you're doing, whether you're keeping bees or whether you're running a business or whether you work in HR or the healthcare industry, you can always find a better way to make something better, or a way to make something better, and you should always focus on that. So thanks again for watching another short video, and Teddy and I will catch you next time.